investigated the man who was captured into slavery at a tender age but later returned to capture his own people for profit.
At a very tender age of 6, this man was captured in his own hometown called Ijogaurili in Ayetoro. He was sold to a man called Abass because slave doesn't have name, they bear their master's name. Mr. Abass now resold him to Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams bought him and took him to Brazil. So he still made him domestic slave. And also, for this man to be fortunate enough, he was being sent to school. He learned how to read and write with his master. And even the master even taught him the slave trade business.
After years in captivity, Mr. Williams finally granted Seriki his freedom, but only on one condition. He must return home and capture even more slaves, his own people. And when Seriki touched down, the horror began all over again.
He came down to Brazil and bought this land. He bought this land and built this compound of 40 slave cells. The size of the cell we're talking about is 9 by 9 feet through, where they kept 40 slaves. And inside the cell, we have 2 rooms, in which the one we have now is called a special room.
Okay.
And the inner room is the main cell we're talking about. There's nothing like I want to duplicate, nothing like I want to rewrite. They do it on themselves inside the cell. And this is for the women, where they kept the one that is pregnant, the one that's not pregnant, the one that is breastfeeding with babies together to make it 40 slaves inside one room.
If you think that's horrific, Chief Seriki also built a court where he decided who lived, who suffered, and who never walked out again.
That is the court of Chief Seriki Williams Abass, where he used to pass judgment to any disloyal slave. The slave they want to kill, the slave they want to hang. So that is the chamber. Whenever I want to pass the judgment, they came outside from the chamber and pass the judgment there. And sometimes they still use it as meeting palace for councils of robbers.
Oh, okay.
And the slave cell we are talking about started from this room.
Okay, it goes around from here.
From here, it goes round 40 slave cells in this compound, and each of the cells they kept 40 slaves. And the total of slaves kept in this compound is 1,600 slaves were kept in this compound and leave the shore of this country through the slave port outside to a point of no return.
Over 1,600 slaves were kept in the compound, and each room, only a little bigger than an average bedroom, held over 40 of them. But the story doesn't end here. In part 2, I'll investigate the final journey, the one that ended at the point of no return.